Hey there folks, I'm Mysterious JG and welcome back to Let's Play Romance of the Three Kingdoms 13. I had a weekend packed with a lot of different stuff. 3-day weekend, but it's Sunday evening and I haven't recorded any LP stuff, which is kind of a problem when you're trying to keep one video a day going on one LP and keep other LPs afloat. So let me try to sneak in a little bit of Romance of the Kingdom 13. Now, off screen, I wanted to make sure I could do it before I wasted time recording it. I did manage, with days to spare, to complete this objective, but it's not over from here. There's still something else we have to do, and that I did not pull off on my first attempt, so let's see what happens. If it goes like my off-screening, we're about to attack Changsha, which will not be reinforced. They will not make us fight another battle for it. It's almost... I doubt we could win a battle for it faster than this little line will deplete on its own. But if he does deploy, it's going to completely screw up our timetable. Because off screen, we managed to get him to not deploy a 4,000 unit troop, which is what allowed us to actually finish in time. Barely. We've got just over a month to do everything we need to do. We've conquered Changsha. Hanjuan army fell. Guanping was assigned to Liu Bei as governor of Jiangxia. I need to unstop time immediately. I believe we might have lost a day there. Then we need to disband this force immediately. Disperse. I need to get two towns coaxed and one officer hired. So let's see who can hire Fei Zhan. Yue Ying is recommended. I was surprised by this. I don't know why she didn't pop up last time. I guess I had her in the middle of a culture mission and did not realize just how badly I was screwed up by doing that. But in fact, we'll go ahead and use Yue Ying, because she should clock in just fast enough at doing this. I had figured Zhuge Liang would go in and do it. But he's not marked as recommended, so I figured Zhuge Liang would do it, and I'd have somebody else coax one of the cities and Zhuge Liang with the other. But no, we are going to have Yue Ying. The lovely Yue Ying with her magical wood oxen will hire that dude while we placate the village of Yinsha. And we'll do exactly what I did off screen and hope that it works. We've only got 2 proposals to work with. By having people work culture while we were taking the city of Changsha, we built up enough culture that 1,500 more, 500 from hiring this guy and 500 each from each village, will do it. Now it's just a matter of, can we placate both villages in 26 days? And will Yue Ying be able to hold up her end? She's going to have to travel to where he is. She is not in well, she's not in that city. Neither is Zhuge Liang. I'm already getting a little nervous. We're more than... Wait a second. What is the date that we have to be done by? Oh, October 30th. We had 2 months back when I said we had a month, but we spent most of the month working on this town. Yue Ying, you see her little meter is building around her portrait. She has reached the guy and has started talking his ear off about wood oxen. Under my protection, you need not fear anything. I'll show you the skills I use to crush Sun Xuan. You must hear me out. I shall listen to you. And your mindless prattlings. I know everything you say before you will say it, but I'll listen to you to confirm. He goes for focus, and Zhuge Liang verbally spanks him. Forgive me, perhaps I was a bit too heated. Never debate again. So we get 500 culture from that. It's not how it would work in a normal game, but this is not a normal game. This is a freak game. So we're going to report this successful. And then we will immediately move to placate the other village. We may have slightly more time than we had last time. We might have taken the city slightly faster, but I think the difference is I had Yue Ying busy with some other mission, and that's prevented us from using her to hire the guy. Or Zhuge Liang did the placating. And of course, if we had Sun Quan here, we'd be totally hosed, because Sun Quan would not be placating villages with any sort of speed. Coax. Yes, at most 30 days. We have to hope it takes less than 30 days. Because we had, and when that popped, 29 days to complete this. And then we will go into the second half of this hero mode quest. Looks like Yue Yang's hire is going to turn over in time, but not with much to spare. Wang Yueyang has convinced Fei Zhan of the Zhao Fan army and Guiyang to work for us. Greetings, Sir Fei Zhan. Thank you for taking the time to talk to my wife. Let me express my utmost thanks for your help. So this is Fei Zhan. Yet no matter how I look at him, I cannot believe he would contribute much to the development of our city. Well, if it isn't the resident strategist, I hear you have a request for me. No need for formalities then. Let's hear it. Your people, the Shan Yue, have resisted the martial power of the Han court for years, but hardly ever suffer irrecoverable damage. Well, they must never have suffered irrecoverable damage because they've never reached a point where they couldn't recover. You were able to escape the Han battalions hunting you because you have the ability to make the finest ships in the land. Am I wrong? Ho ho ho! Right you are. You see, there's a bit of a trick to making fast ships. Truly? Did he say Suma? The Shan Yue can create the mightiest ships under heaven. I would request that you teach us how. A simple task. Of course I'll betray the secrets of my people. I shall make the ships of Zhangjia the greatest in the land. Deep knowledge, the skill to make use of it, the initiative and negotiation abilities to execute his plans. This is why Zhou Yu fears him. Zhangjia gained 500 culture from the employment of Fei Zhan. And I happen to know there's no particular point in executing another command. So we'll just finish this. Listen to me, there's absolutely nothing to lose by joining my forces. There's a guy with a tethered cow in the background picture of the village that I always see briefly as a hippopotamus. So on my off-screening, he used retort. I guess it's not random. I loaded my game and he actually used the same tactics as last time. I know somebody was screaming at the screen that I should have won their debate last time, but I happen to know this pattern works because it worked off screen. May have been a bit too heated. The village of Yiyang expressed loyalty to Changsha of the Liu Bei army, increasing Changsha's commerce by 500. Zhangjia gained 500 culture from the conciliation of Yiyang. And now we get an awesome picture with some boats. I cannot believe you crafted this many ships in so short a time. It was a simple task. Let Lord Zhou Yu know right away. There's no doubt in the power of this man's mind, yet that simply confounds me further. Just why is a man like Zhuge Liang working for the likes of Liu Bei, following the likes of Liu Bei? Liu Bei's a good guy. Hearing that the ships had been complete, Zhou Yu visited Zhuge Liang and Lu Su himself. And thus the day of battle is upon us. Yet I must ask you, stop talking over the Chinese narration. What would you say to be the best weapon for naval combat? Well, I think they both said fire in the novel, but one would do well to start with bows. The more arrows we could prepare, the better. Indeed, we would also need the soldiers to use said bows. Before the end of the year, I would like you to bring the archers of Zhangjia to our arms level. Before the end of the year? I cannot think that is a reasonable A simple task. What? Suma? I'll not forget those words, and since you have said them yourself, should you not succeed, you should be punished according to martial law. What plan have you this time? Our army boasts elite archers, hardened in the fires of countless battles. Gaining their equals will not be simple. Even if you called forth a skilled bowman and begged us tutorage, we simply do not have the time to train your archers. Indeed, we lack the time to simply drill our archers. Why does he seem so confident? Just what could he be plotting this time? Reporting, Cao Cao's ships have been sighted to the south of Zhangjia. Bandits have also attacked us in the west. I thought it was about time. Come, let us be off. Are you going to engage the enemy? What about training the archers? If there's a sure path to victory, it lies within adaptability, making use of all one's opportunities. The enemy also possesses talented archers. We will use them as teachers and make the battlefield our training ground. Enemy units have appeared around Zhangxia. Destroying its Cao Cao army will get you 200 archery points, while a bandit army will get you 100. Destroy the enemy units and make use of training to bring Zhangxia's archery proficiency to 2,000 by December 30. Zhuge bandit army is attacking with 7,000. There's another bandit army of 7,000. So, in fact, you find yourself facing 4 bandit armies and 2 Cao Cao armies. Now, I didn't actually bother to do this off screen, but now that I think about it, this is kind of important. We need to make sure that we get enough points for destroying these guys, that we don't also need to be training archers simultaneously. I think what this hero mode is trying to kind of represent from the novel is an episode where Zhou Yu asked Zhuge Liang to provide, like, archers for the army. Or arrows for the army. And he asked Zhuge Liang to provide an impossibly high quantity of arrows. And then Zhuge Liang was like, sure, no problem. And Zhou Yu was like, you know that if you can't do this under military law, your life is forfeit. And it was a plot by Zhou Yu, assigned Zhuge Liang an impossible task, and Zhuge Liang would be executed when it was done. And what Zhuge Liang did then is sail a bunch of ships with Shu war banners out before Cao Cao's fleet. But the ships were like padded with straw, and Cao Cao's archers opened fire en masse on these ships, but the ships were basically set up to catch arrows, and then the ship sailed back with all these arrows stuck in the straw, and he had stolen, like, you know, millions of arrows of Cao Cao's and handed them over to Zhou Yu to show off his intelligence. I don't remember anything like this where they had to train up archers. I certainly don't remember anything where he was required to build culture. But, 2,000. Okay. 200, 200, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800. So indeed, we've warped back to the city here. So indeed, we actually do need to train up archers. Because we've got 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 800 points on the table. And unless more appear, we need to get it up to 2,000. Oh, Zhangxia. Never mind. I don't know what Zhangxia's proficiency is. And our proficiency is 1,300. Oh, so we only need 700 points. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I was really close then. In my off-screening, I was still engaging this bandit force and knew I had no time at all to reach this one. And I kind of let the time run. I knew I wasn't going to make it, because even if I defeated this one, which I didn't quite do, there would never be enough time to beat this one when time expired. But now I realize I only actually needed to defeat that one. That would have been enough. And if I get some people developing archery on the side, we might not even need quite that much. So, we have Changsha. It's important not to forget Changsha. But by the time troops from Changsha arrive, you'll have done a lot of engaging of the enemy already. So, what I did off screen, I thought I was going to have to attack three directions coming out of Zhangxia. One thing I was worried about was that these troops were going to advance, and that I was going to have to cut off the advances of them, but they don't. They just sit there. So it is just a speed trial to defeat troops that are not actually actively trying to escape. I split my forces coming out of Changsha into multiple units. There was no point because they just traveled together, and whatever forces they reached an attack, they attacked together anyway. So I'm going to From this city here, I can auto-form. I just got the most effective unit possible out of there. I've got heavy horses and light spears. I'm going to do max troops, leaving 24 troops behind. Can only do 60 days worth of supplies. And they will arrive in 39 days. There's no way to reduce that. That is the number of days it takes them to actually travel. So they don't have deployment time. Now here, I can form multiple units up. I can have Zhou Yu. How many total troops have I got to work with? 19,000. So what I did was I had 2 units go out, and I ignored the bandits to the west. We might be able to get away with that, but we might not. Well, no, I need to deploy from here. I can't just wait around. So those are all spear units. If I divide them up evenly, I would have... I'd need units, let's see. What is it, 19 divided by 3? It doesn't really divide up very well, does it? I need about 6,000 troops in each group. Those guys are have mobilization times. So I'm just kind of hoping that they can get a start going against these guys. So that's 6,000 against 12,000, so they're going to be outnumbered. This might be splitting things too thin, but... So now I could have Liu Bei, Zhuge Liang, and Jiang Yang with 2,000 troops each. I'll be outnumbered, but I've got much better officers. No, don't. Damn. Can't be wasting time. So Guan Yu's force can attack Xiao Mao. Liu Bei's force is going to start moving against these bandits, and then Guan Ping can march. No, I can't. No, can't do that. Can't do that. Can't use people with mobilization times. So these are not the best units ever, but they're probably better than the...
立即着手吧。开始吧。
Well, hold on a second. Do I want to do that? Or do I want to leave these officers? That brought their attack up a bit. I need some people who can go around patrolling the cities. Let's try it. Because the people with the mobilization times actually have the best war to go around patrolling the city. Fei Zhan and Huang Yueying are not back yet. That's why they can't. These guys all have pretty terrible war. So everybody's got their orders. We will have training in Jiangjia of bow. Oh, it's leadership that does this. So I guess I actually could have, maybe I should have used the people who are already there. Or maybe they'll be able to get started on it faster than I had thought. Either way, our biggest and best army, because I didn't have to split it up a million ways, is Zhou Yu and, Zhou Yun and, Zhang Fei are going to come up here and beat the crap out of, Fu Jun. He's not exactly the best unit Cao Cao's army has, but Xiao Mao may be enough to take care of Guan Yu with that kind of difference in force strength. So hopefully these guys will finish them off and be back in time to help. And I don't know what's going to happen with Zhuge Liang and Liu Bei fighting bandits when they're as badly outnumbered as they are. I'm sure they'll win the first battle. I would hate to see Guan Yu get defeated, but it's not impossible here. He does this for the people. Now, off screen, I just charged straight for their camp and took it out. But I also had a bigger force than this. They kind of ignored me and went the other way. Although it was a different map. So I think at this one we're probably likely to meet. For some reason Zhuge Liang's a spear unit this time. He was a archer when I did it off screen. You, this is already taking longer than it took before. I'm not happy about that. Did you get what? Liu Bei attacked him. Yeah, this isn't really the most strategic fight ever, which is a shame because I do not have time to lose. Spear defense formation. Yeah, I didn't. This isn't going well. They are running away. So we'll definitely beat them, and it'll be faster to actually take out the troops in the base this time. And I will not be at full strength when I face the next group. But defeating all those bandits has certainly improved my archery. My spear troops beating up a bunch of enemy cavalry has made my archery much stronger. Liu Bei saves the day. Battle with bandit armies increased Shang Jia's archer proficiency by 200. How much time we got left in this? We have until the end of the year. Well, if Guan Yu can win his fight, we might not do too bad. But I don't know if we can really count on those guys getting any spear training done. I think I'm going to call it a video a little early. The next video may be a little short, depends. But we've had some long videos in this, so we'll be okay. I'm the Mysterious JG. I want to thank you guys very much for watching, and I hope you'll join me next time for more of Romance 3 Kingdoms 13. Bye-bye.